Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you. Let's go ahead and get started on our medical Qigong practice. We're opening up with shoulder width apart. And settling into the space. Letting the feet melt into the earth. Softening the knees. Relaxing the low back, maybe letting the tailbone drop just a little bit. Relaxing the shoulders. Tip of the tongue elevating to touch the roof of the mouth. And the top of the head maybe reaching up just a little bit into the sky. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then with hands in very loose fists, we're simply going to swing from side to side. We're going to work on that lower back a little bit, helping it wake up. If any of these exercises move you into pain, please, as always, modify. So for instance, since we're just starting out, maybe you want to be a little gentle with your twist. If you've been up already for a good long while and you feel really loose and relaxed, then you can swing perhaps a little more. Modify the movement and the momentum to what's going to work for you. If you like, you can bend the knees just a little bit as you sink in the middle. And then start letting the lead hand, which is alternating, to travel up the torso towards the opposing shoulder. And we're still breathing through the nose, guiding the breath into the torso and into the lower dantian if you can. So that's the lower energy center, about 3 to 4 finger breaths beneath the belly button. Just allow the breath to enter as deeply as possible while still maintaining your comfort level. And then gradually we're letting that lead arm travel back down the body. Stay around the waist, around the belt area. Slowly come back to stillness. Taking a few breaths here. Letting the blood and qi flow freely. And then continuing on, opening up the channels in the legs. So if you like, you're going to widen your stance by moving that left leg a little bit. And then we're going to tap the inner thigh and then up at the hip. Really relaxing the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. Letting the momentum do all of the work. And then transitioning, widening the stance a little further if you like. Coming down the inner aspect of the legs towards just above the medial malleolus, the ankle, or wherever it's comfortable for you. Maybe you want to stay up around the knee. If your low back doesn't like going down quite so far. And then we're going to work towards the outside, the lateral aspect of the leg. Traveling on up. Once you get to the hips and the glutes, slide that left foot a little closer to the right. Still maintaining hip width, shoulder width distance. You want a nice stable stance. And then continuing to move on up towards just underneath the rib cage or the kidneys. Maybe you want to back off how hard you're tapping now. Maybe you want to be gentle. We're just waking up the kidneys, placing the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and up the spine, bringing some of that warmth to the kidneys. Before resting the palms at the low back, we're going to close our eyes. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the low back. Exhaling, allowing the mind and body to relax. Inhaling through the nose, guiding that breath and chi to the low back, allowing it to fill up with energy. And then exhaling, allowing that energy to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And then when you're ready, gently opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides, and closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Okay, let's work on our golden 8 exercises, 1 through 5. Opening up, hip width, shoulder width apart. Feet are parallel so that the channels are open evenly in front and back of the body. Settling into the space. Breathing in and out still through the nose. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling as our gaze follows the backs of the hands, coming up onto the toes if you like. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. So that's our lung, large intestine exercise. Reach for happiness. Inhaling as we gather. Exhaling, guiding the chi down to the lower dantian. Inhaling up to the breastbone. Exhaling, palms facing the earth. Inhaling, reaching up towards the sky. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Okay, moving at your own pace, letting the breath guide the rate of the movement. So you may want to move just a little faster or a little slower. Whatever feels good to you. We want ease of movement as well as ease of breath. Allowing the breath to flow in and out of the body. And allowing each movement to flow into the next. And when you're ready, go ahead and close by bringing that left foot back to the right. So that's our lung and large intestine exercise, Reach for Happiness. Continuing on, opening up, hip width, shoulder width apart. A little wider is okay. For our archer exercise, working on heart, small intestine through the pericardium. On an inhale, we're sinking at the knees a little bit. The left hand is furthest away from the torso. The right hand is closest to the torso. That was an inhale. We're exhaling as we push out. Inhaling, drawing both hands back to the center. This time the right hand's on the outside, exhaling, pushing out to the right. Inhaling, back to center. Exhaling. And inhaling. Exhaling. Gaze at the tip of the middle finger. Inhaling, gaze at the inner wrist. Exhaling, everything is nice and relaxed except for the claw by the rear hand. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. And go ahead, start moving at your own pace. Allowing the body to follow and work with the breath. And allowing the mind to relax into the exercise. Meaning if the mind starts wandering away, simply bring it back gently to the breath and back to the exercise. When you're ready, go ahead and hold at the center, getting ready to close. And closing. Working on our third exercise for the spleen and stomach. We've got between heaven and earth. Feet are parallel. Taking a moment to settle. Inhaling as we gather. Exhaling down to the lower dantian. Inhaling up to the breastbone. The left hand continues up. The right hand presses against the earth. Exhaling as we guide both hands back to the breastbone along the midline. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. This time the right hand is continuing up, the left hand pressing against the earth. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. Letting the breath draw the arms up and forward. Exhaling, allowing the breath to descend to the hand. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling, bringing the energy from the sky and the earth together. Inhaling. And exhaling. And moving at your own pace. Maybe one more. When you're ready, go ahead and close, bringing the left foot back to the right. Now we get to move on to our fourth exercise. Feet are hip width, shoulder width apart. This is turn in the back in a Sanjiao or a triple warmer or a triple burner. So settling into this space. Inhaling, allowing the shoulders to elevate. Exhaling, allowing the palms to go flat against the earth. The forefinger and thumb hugging the curves of the hips. On an inhale, returning to the left. First the torso, then the head, and finally the eyes, looking as far as they can to the left. And then exhaling, letting the eyes travel back to the center of the head back to the torso, and the torso back to the center. Inhaling now to the right, torso, head, eyes, and then allowing the eyes, head, and torso to rewind back to the center. Inhaling, and exhaling. In. And out. Going ahead and moving at your own pace. Being gentle with yourself. You don't want to be moving into pain. Allowing the breath to instigate the movement. And allowing the body to relax into the breath. And then closing. For number 5, we're working on our liver and gallbladder twist and, twist and release. The last one we did, turn and look back. Now twisting and releasing. Opening up. Hip width, shoulder width apart. If your knees, especially, or your hips or low back are bothering you, you can widen the stance a bit if you like. It's up to you. Please experiment. Taking the forefingers, allowing them to turn inward towards the inner aspect of the leg, the thumbs on the lateral aspect of the leg, softening the knees. Still breathing in and out through the nose. On an inhale, we're turning towards the left, extending the rear leg. The shoulder comes up. We gaze towards the floor. Exhaling, unwinding, and letting ourselves float back to the center. Inhaling, turning to the right, allowing the shoulder closest to knee to elevate, easing over that shoulder. Exhaling to float back to the center. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. The right shoulder is going to elevate. Exhaling. That shoulder drops down and you float back to the center. Inhaling. Now the left shoulder elevates. Exhaling. Dropping back to the center. Go ahead and start moving at your own pace. Maybe slowing it down a little bit. Allowing yourself to feel the intricacies within the movement, while still being relaxed and not thinking too hard about the movement. Allowing yourself to float from side to side. And when you're ready, closing. Keeping the feet together, rubbing the hands together, transferring some of that chi that you've been cultivating over the past 30 minutes to the palms. And placing the palms at the lower dantian. Men, typically it's left hand first, right hand on top. Women, it's typically the right and then left. Closing the eyes. Inhaling through the nose, guiding the breath and the chi to the lower dantian. Allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store so that you may use it throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling, guiding that breath and chi to the lower energy center. Exhaling, allowing it to settle and store. Inhaling, guiding the mind intent to the lower abdomen, allowing it to fill up with energy. And exhaling, allowing the body and mind to rest and relax. Thank you all so very, very much. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Thursday. I think it's Thursday. So happy Thursday. And yay! Thank you, Henry.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. This is day 15 of our practice. So thank you for keeping up with your practice, whether you can join us physically or not in our meeting. You really want to find a way to practice every day. Just 3 reminders: your breath, your mind, your form. Okay, so with your mind, continue to embrace your monkey mind. It's gonna wander. That's me included. You know, we have a lot of things going on right now, and some of that is stress, and some of that's a little anxiety, some of that's a little fear. And we're all human, and we all have to deal with a lot of stuff right now. But just remember, you can always come back to this practice to help you center. So don't give up on your practice. Make sure you do 20 minutes at least a day. And you know what they say about, like, you know, when the oxygen mask come down, you want to put it on yourself? Okay. We have a lot of things pulling us in different directions. And you want to make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can take care of everything else that's going on in your life. So this is one tool for you to do that. So mind, breath, form. So yeah, so mind, again, your monkey mind. It's going to be a challenge. Continue to embrace it. It's your friend. Okay. It's that friend that's very annoying, and sometimes, like, you don't want to hear it. All right. And sometimes it may say the wrong things. So you just want to be able to discern all of that, but know that that's part of who you are. Your breath is very important. So continue to sink. And what I said earlier yesterday, try to slow it down. Take your time. And if you notice yourself going too fast, use your breath to get you back, to slow down your breath. And then lastly, your form. Okay, we're not poo-pooing your form. Okay, form is also very important, but it takes time to get there. And unlike other practices where, you know, the form is very important, okay, this form is very important here too, but you want to be able to listen to your body and allow what your body is able to do right now, because when you do that, your energy is able to flow a lot easier. All right, so with that, continue to practice, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.